Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the program. What do we have today? We have a artist that has sadly passed away in 1990, but one of you said that you enjoy listening to his music. He was a American jazz drummer. I'm talking about Art Blakey. He was also part of a group called the Jazz Messengers, who released a total of over 47 albums. He had about 9 or 10 of his own albums as a solo artist, not to mention countless other studio albums with as a sideman, basically, just as one of the musicians. So let's read a little bit about his biography, get to know him a little bit. I'd never heard his music, but might be an addition to the Spotify. Arthur Blakey was an American jazz drummer and band leader. He was briefly known as Abdullah ibn Buhaina after he converted to Islam for a short time in the late 1940s. Blakey made a name for himself in the 1940s in the big bands of Fletcher Henderson and Billy Eckstine. He then worked with bebop musicians Thelonious Monk, Charlie Parker, and Dizzy Gillespie. Wow. In the mid-1950s, Horace Silver and Blakey formed the Jazz Messengers, a group that the drummer was associated with for the next 35 years. The group was formed as a collective of contemporaries, but over the years, the band became known as an incubator for young talent, including Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, Lee Morgan, Benny Golson, Kenny Dorham, Hank Mobley, Donald Byrd, Jackie McLean, Johnny Griffin, Curtis Fuller, Chuck Mangione, Chick Corea, Keith Jarrett, Cedar Walton, Woody Shaw, Terrence Blanchard, and Wynton Marsalis. The biographical Encyclopedia of Jazz calls the Jazz Messengers the archetypal hard bop group of the late 1950s. I'm not familiar at all specifically with the term hard bop. Bebop and jazz, yes. Blakey was inducted into the Downbeat Jazz Hall of Fame in 1981, the Grammy Hall of Fame in 98 and 2001, and awarded the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2005. He passed away sadly, though, in 1990. He played primarily the drums and percussion. So what we're going to listen to today is a drum solo by Art Blakey from 1959, Solo de Batterie. It's like a French term. Art Blakey, 1959, jazz drum solo. Let's have a listen to this. Wow. So it's interesting. Those drums have like those padded pieces on the end. And jazz drumming, I don't know if any of you have seen the film Whiplash with Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons. I think Simmons he might have won an Oscar. He was nominated. He plays a very, very harsh and like almost militaristically, just very, very strict jazz drum teacher or jazz orchestral teacher. I think they're in like a music school, and there's various sequences in the film, and I think famously the opening sequence where Miles Teller is just going. I don't know if he was actually playing the drums or not, but this is that similar thing. Like it's an interesting art form, just yourself and a set of drums, and that really almost free nature of that, the improvisational nature of it. It's like free form. function. He keeps that one cymbal going the entire time. Okay. Bringing that beautiful saxophone, baby. So he sort of started out slow and then just was tenacious there at the end and real quick. And it almost seems like chaotic. But you saw when the saxophonist came in at the end, just how in sync all of it was. And just the hand quickness. If anything, it's just a really interesting piece of jazz history. Music history, and I'm definitely gonna have to see what I can get on Spotify for some of his older stuff, some of the more relaxing stuff though, jazz, that freeform jazz, that was so innovative and doing things that were just ahead of their time, influencing so many other artists that came after them. And that was crazy. All right. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you soon, everybody. Take care of yourselves today, and yeah, later.